Alright guys, so I have my hand model back, and this time we did a different take on a French manicure. We went with matte black and black tips. So I already did all my prep and laid my clear, short stiletto again, because that's what she likes and I like how it looks, especially with this one. So I used Black Mamba and Cover Fair from the Glam Trap House. That's a really light nude color. Which you got to go by your skin. This may have been too light for her, but she liked how it looked with the black, so that's what that's what we went with. And honestly, it doesn't really matter with the black. It's never going to be perfect, but this one went really well with the Black Mamba, so that's what we went with. So what I'm doing here on her accent nail and her thumb, her accent nail is her ring finger, and her thumb, we went with a super deep V cut, and then we just edged it with the Black Mamba, which the V-cut you can use an X-Acto knife or you can just use your brush and file. I prefer both because I'm a little anal about it, so I like to make sure that line is exact. So you want to lay it down in a basic V shape and try to get the point matched up with the tip of your stiletto, or with this, if you're doing like a square nail, with the center of the top. And then use your brush to just push those walls up and kind of line it to make that V shape. You want to make sure that you give it a nice 90-degree angle against the nail, meaning that that wall, that side, comes straight up off of the tip. And use your brush to keep pushing it and giving it that straight up and down line. And then, once it dries, I'll show you how to file it. Now that I finished all 4 of the nails that are going to have that V-cut, I'm going to go back, now once they're dry, and file the edges to give it a nice smooth line. Make sure that line is nice and crisp, especially when you're using colors that are this stark against each other, like this light and dark, because that line is going to show every imperfection. So you want to be careful and make sure that you're getting it as straight as you can. So use your shaping file and just get in there and get it just as straight as possible, and make sure that you get that point lined up where it needs to be, centered down the finger. Otherwise it's going to look kind of wonky and you don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and file all 4 of these, and then that way when we lay our Black Mamba, we can just lay it over all of the nails, that we don't have to keep going back and forth, because the black can kind of leave a little residue on your brush, which can mess with your nude color. So you want to make sure that you do your lighter color first and then do your dark color all at once. It's just, I found the easiest way to do these V-cuts is to get them all done first and filed, and then do your other color after that. Alright, so now that that's all dry and filed, what I'm going to do is take very, very small beads of the black and just put it right on the edge of this tip, whatever's left, and push it up against that nude. And it's okay if, you go over a little bit, because you're going to file this down. You're going to file the top to make sure that it's completely level. That way you don't have a ridge or a line of demarcation between the black and the nude. But, try to keep it clean, because you don't want it to taint your other colors. So you're just going to push it right up against it. Now we're going to go ahead and lay the rest of the Black Mamba. Normally I would file before I cap and clear, but I found that that messes with the color of the Black Mamba. It messes with the colors in the glitter and turns them silver. So I've been working on my application so I could get it straight the first time. And that way when I go ahead and cap, I'm not affecting the color on that glitter. So we're going to go ahead and lay all that, and then I'm going to skip over, filing and buffing, yada, yada, yada. And then we're going to go ahead and lay our gems. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm taking my sanding band and I'm filing down the top so that those two colors are completely level. And what works best for me is to go from the top down and run my sanding band in the direction of the line. So like I would do it in the V shape, and that keeps my colors from mixing and keeping me from having like filing lines across my V cut. So now I'm going to go ahead and cap everything in clear, and then we're going to get to our gems. Alright, now that I've capped, buffed, filed, all that good stuff, the only thing I haven't done is lay my top coat. I did wipe it down with acetone to kind of smooth it out, and I sealed the back with my cuticle bit, that back line, and blended it. So I'm going to lay down my Beetles gem glue, and then I am laying my gems in reverse order here, largest to smallest, and then I'm going to cure them for just a second with my UV flashlight. That way I can lay the rest of them and cure them all at once. Now she decided to go with matte, so we're going to lay down our matte top coat across everything. It's a little difficult when the gems are there, but you want to do the matte top coat after you lay the gems so that you can cover up any of that gem glue because it comes across as shiny. So you want to make sure you cover any of it that may have gotten on the nail. So definitely do your matte afterward. So this is the finished product. She was super happy with it, as am I. Now, while I got you here, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to be entered in the big giveaway. And as always, thanks for watching.